No problem. You want me to grab those too? Yeah, dude, this lake is deep. It's like 25, 30 in the middle. Unreal, yeah. Oh, you shot these?
Yeah, those 3 are dead.
Oh, nice. I thought these were decoys.
Oh, no, those ones are dead.
You want me to grab these?
Please.
Yeah. No problem. I was like, man, that's a realistic looking decoy. Is this pretty good hunting out here?
It depends, it's hit or miss.
Yeah. You just going solo today?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, I came back. I'm on leave right now from the military, so I was like,
sweet,
well,
man.
let me get out here and try some duck hunt.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
Looks like you did all right.
These
Not
aren't
too
the best. These make good dog treats, but
I was gonna say they don't taste good.
yeah, these ones are like diver ducks, so they like to eat everything off the bottom.
Mud and mussels. Yeah.
So, but they make good dog treats, so my dogs like them.
That's sweet.
Yeah, dude. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Let me know if you need anything else. I'll be out for a couple hours.
All right, thanks, dude.
Take care. All right. Let's go get them. Let's go get them. Good one. Good fish. Oh yeah, that's a giant. Nice bass on the hair jig. That's what I'm talking about. Barely hooked. I'm trying not to lose him. Oh, light line too, really light line. Sometimes this is what you gotta do in the winter time. Slow things down. Don't you jump, don't you jump. You're gonna jump, aren't you? I know you are. Oh, awesome fish, probably about a 4-pounder. Cannot complain, cannot complain. Check her out. Big old beauty. Let's switch around the camera so you guys can see. Very healthy winter public waters bass. What I'm doing today is something that I've never done in Texas that I've always wanted to do. And I picked this day specifically to target these fish in a very diverse manner. That's probably about a 3-4 pounder. Let's get a weight on them just cause we can. Beautiful fish. Just wasn't even moving it. Practically dead sticking my little jig. Came up and absolutely annihilated it. Gorgeous fish. What we got for weight here? I don't think it's 0.5 pounds. Let's try that again. Yes, sir. 3.88, almost 4. Put up a heck of a good fight too. Beautiful. Thank you. Hopefully this is first of many. See you later, brother. Peace. Little background story for you, unrelated to that last catch. Been looking for some really good weather days up here in North Texas, and I actually found a couple. You know, it's been pretty warm, relatively speaking, but a couple days ago we had a monster cold snap, which dropped the nights down into the low 30s. As soon as you start seeing frost on the truck and boat, you know it's go time. So we took a bit of a fishing trip not too long ago down south. It didn't necessarily pan out, but I thought we could get a little bit of redemption at some local areas around here in North Texas. We're fishing a very small public body of water. I think if you were to see this lake on Google Maps, you'd almost be certain this is a cattle tank. This is a place for cattle to lap up water and bathe in the hot summer months of Texas. But this is a public lake that I found last year, and I haven't fished it much. And I actually specifically wanted to fish it this year in the wintertime because wintertime can be a great time to catch big fish, point in case. But I'm trying something a little bit different today. I'm using what is traditionally probably a northern technique, and that is taking a little tiny, I think this is maybe a 1/8 ounce marabou jig, all white marabou jig. And that little marabou jig has some of the most ridiculous action you'll see in any lure. And it's quite possibly the oldest lure and the simplest lure on the market that is still being sold today. But for whatever reason, it drives those fish nuts. It has so much action with little to no effort in the water. It looks like a little tiny dying shad. A lot of the shad, wherever you are, once it gets cold, they start to kind of flutter and get a little bit derpy. And you'll sometimes see the shad just kind of on the surface doing weird stuff, going in circles, and bass know that. And they take that opportunity, you know, to feed. You know, even though it's cold and their metabolism's slowing down, you'd be surprised, man. These fish go wild. This is one of my favorite times of the year to throw, you know, swim baits and A-rigs, and we're trying something a little bit finessey today to see if we can get them to bite. But I've had a couple follow me in. That was the first take. not too bad. Little side story to all that. Woke up at 5:30 a.m. puking my guts out. Some sort of food poisoning. Thankfully, I got such a loving, supporting fiance who was there to hold my hair back. But I fell back asleep at like 6. Woke up at like 7. I'm like, I gotta do it. I gotta go fishing. What if this is the day? What if this is the day I had the opportunity to catch a 10-pounder and I'm being a weenie junior in bed sick? So excuse maybe my lack of dialogue today. I'm rancid. I'm so gross right now. But anyway, let's start the intro here. Good morning, wieners. Welcome back to another episode of Just Fishing. Today we'll be doing just a little bit of fishing. Okay, let's see if we can go find another. There's a dude out here actually doing a bit of duck hunting. Oh, there he goes. Yep, right on cue. Did you get him? Oh, he's still alive? Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably KO'd. Nice. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, we got a rat pack here. We got some schoolies. This looks like a job for the A-rig. There's some good fish over here. There's out here in the middle of the freaking lake. I don't know what, these are good. Oh my God, these are good fish. Where's my A-rig at? Oh, there it is. Come on, do your thing. Light this A-rig up. Light this A-rig up. Oh, they don't want nothing to do with it. Wow, big old suspended fish. I thought for sure that was a go. I thought they were gonna pummel that deal. Cool thing about this lake is I don't believe there's any carp in it. So any sort of big mark that I see today is gonna be a bass, which is just so rare for Texas. Big old mark in 22 feet of water. Actually, he's in 26, sitting in 22. I should really start off with the hair jig on these guys, just because that's a done deal. You know, that's probably one of the best ways to get them to chew. And it's so funny too. You can throw like 4 different lures at sometimes at these fish, and they'll still eat. You just got to be persistent with them. There's a couple right on this edge. This lake is wild. It's an absolute hidden gem. If you know about this lake, just keep it quiet. Don't say nothing. It's a freaking awesome lake to fish. Tons of bass in here. Some absolute giants too, like double digits for sure, for sure. Another one. 22 feet of water. I don't know how big this thing is. Oh, he's a decent one. Not too bad. Oh, giant crappie. My lord. I thought he was a bass, but it's just a monster crappie. This would be throwing a marabou. God bless it. This thing is big. Decent little yappy. Everything was a hair jig. Trout, bass, panfish, catfish, carp. I literally caught carp on hair jigs. Everything. I thought this was he was all by himself. That's why I thought it was a bass. Just got right on top of him and he crushed it. Not too bad. Nice little fish. See there, pal. Are you still working on that duck? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Rat pack. Rat pack. Yep, that's a nice one. Whole school of them down there. They were looking for food. There's like 4 or 5. They were hunting. That's so cool when you catch them off guard like that. Throw anything at them and they'll pretty much crush it. A little bit small in the last one, but still a good fish. Absolutely choked the hair jig too. Look at that. Down the freaking gullet she goes. That's when you know you're throwing the right stuff, and when you pull the fish up and the bait's basically halfway down his stomach. It's not a bad one, probably 2 pounds. Weigh him just cuz. 284. Not terrible. 2 pounds, 8 ounces. One last look before we send on our way. Beautiful. Thank you. That was kind of fun. It's always fun in the lake gear. Always fun in the lake gear. And time for the release. Ooh. Back down to 20 she goes. That was cool. I should have thrown the A-rig, honestly, but I had the hair jig in my hand. I was like, I might as well just throw it in there. The A-rig was in the water. I probably could have gotten 2, at least. Oh, it's fun. Oh. Come on, eat it. No, that was a good one. That was a good fish. Had him. I had him. Oh, he might come back. He might come back. He might come back. No way. That was a good fish. Just barely nipped me. Seconds here. I got a giant. I got an absolute giant. Like literally just sitting here. Hang on. Hang on. Come on. Do it. Do it. Absolute giant. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh. Eat it. Oh, here we go. Got him. Let's go, baby. Giant. 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 Oh yeah, it's a big one. It's a good fish. You still hear me?
Yeah.
That was crazy. I literally look up for a second on the phone with you. He's not that big, but it's a good fish. Gee, I'll send you a picture. There we go. I was just telling, I'm filming a video, just might as well. I was telling the people that you were holding my hair back this morning. And then you also brought me some good luck on the phone. So there we have it. Nice little Jimmy. Good fish.
I'll go get some. I'm literally just playing, but I woke up at like 9.
All right. Well, that was quite eventful. I was on the phone with Kaylee. I was just checking up on her, making sure she's good, letting her know that I'm not dead, because I do feel like crap. I think it's salmonella. I had an egg last night on my burger. I don't think it was fully cooked. Anyway, long story short, we're on the water. Things are happening. Just caught the third fish of the day. Got to rig up a new hair jig. Same thing, just a different one, because unfortunately, while these little marabou hair jigs are really effective, they don't have very sturdy hooks, and that's kind of something that you want. You want a thinner diameter hook so you can easily drive that point in a fish's mouth. This time of year, the fish have such hard mouths, and if you're experiencing some difficulties hooking up on fish, check your hook. You might be throwing a hook that is a little bit too thick, making it more difficult to penetrate the fish's mouth. That is such a minor, finite detail that can make a humongous difference to landing bass. Like today, I've had maybe 4 bites and I've only missed 1. But yeah, no, I actually had to bend the hook on just to get that out of the fish's mouth because it stuck him so good. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword. You're gonna go through more hooks, and you might bend hooks out on fish, but as long as your drag is nice and you play that fish correctly, you don't have to worry about, you know, losing fish on a bent hook. But the little hooks are huge this time of year, like on drop shots, on little swim baits. In this case, it's on the hair jig. The gear that I'm using today is a 7.5 spinning rod with a 3,000 size spinning reel. The reason why I'm going with such a long stick today is so I can make a long cast. These jigs weigh hardly anything. So with a longer rod and lighter line, I can bomb that bait out there, you know, 20 yards, 15 yards max, get it to where those fish are and put it right in front of them. I am using my graph to find these fish, so you could call it cheating, but you know, this time of year, these fish get really weird. You either catch them on a good day where they're aggressive, or you have to hunt them down and find singular fish. And today, every fish that I've caught has just been suspended in like 15 to 20 feet of water, doing absolutely nothing. And I'm pretty sure the only thing they would pretty much eat right now is what I'm throwing. That is a little hair jig or maybe like a little swim bait. So let me get back to it. I'll leave all the gear linked down below, all the details, like all the rods and reels and stuff like that. The line is 10-pound braid. The main line is 10-pound braid, and the leader is 10-pound fluorocarbon. I'd like to go lighter, but with the size of the fish that are here in this lake, I don't want to. It's just not smart. So let's get back to it. See if we can go get maybe like a 5 or 6 pounder. All right, new hair jig. Who's this? Get back to it. Get back into it. There's a nice one, looks like maybe. Is that a fish? Yeah, it's a fish. It's a big one too. It's a nice big one. Where the heck is my hair jig? Oh, there we go. Come on, fish. See that hair jig? Oh, I think he might have just bit it, and I pulled it away from him. Oh, that was a good one. Just completely bummed that. Right on the edge. Big fish for sure. That's a good one. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. Oh yeah, nice one. Oh, spitting up all kinds of shad too. I wish I could show you guys what this fish just spit up. Oh no, that's my hair. He just broke apart my hair. Good fish, good fish, good fish. Another nice one. They all seem to be about the same size, which is interesting. Probably about a 3-pounder, another 3-pounder. Barely hooked. Literally just vertically jigging him. There's a couple more down there. So much fun, man. They pull in here. Absolutely no joke. They got their winter colors too. Pale belly, very dark green back. Textbook fish. See you later, dude. Can't beat that on light gear. There's another one. There's quite a few fish over here. There's quite a few fish over here. Just barely moving the damn thing. It's incredible how little to no action can make a world of difference. Oh, there's quite a few over here. There we go. This guy might eat it. Come on, fish. It's following it in. It's following it in. Oh wow, there's a lot over here. Come on. Got him. Another one. There's so many bass over here, it's unreal. They're all healthy, about the same size too. It's too good. Just barely creeping that hair jig gets the job done. Nothing big, but a nice quality fish. All white hair jig. Who would have thought? Who would have freaking thought? Look at that. Absolute beauty. Absolute freaking beauty. I think I found a bit of a school of them. They're not very active, but there is a school down there. And they're still eating. Smallest one today. Little 1-pounder. Absolutely crushed me. My drag was super loose. It seems like they eat right when I get on top of them, which is very interesting. It's like they follow it in, they follow it, and they follow it, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're on. As soon as that bait gets right under the boat. Come on, crush it. There we go. Yeah, dude, they are so fired up for this jig. Hey, woke up. There you go. Now you're starting to fight. Absolutely messing them up right now. I do not deserve this one bit. Oh, wow. Okay. Good fish. All right, I'm gonna get this guy back down. There's some more fish down there, so we're just gonna fish as fast as we can. You guys probably can't see it because of the angle of the sun, but we got another one. This little 2-pounder maybe. Just shy 2.5 maybe. Nice fish. Thank you, Bubba. Put up a hell of a fight. Oh, there's one right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. I want to give you guys a bit of perspective as to how I'm catching these fish today. I've had a lot of requests of people saying, can you show us video of the graph real time? And unfortunately, I bought the only Garmin graph that for whatever reason does not record video, even though it's like one of their nicer ones. So I don't know why I can't record video in here, but I just can't. So we're using the GoPro right now to give you guys a glimpse as to how we're getting it done today. You know, I have to admit, without this right now, I probably would not be catching these fish. Just because I can't, I mean, I can't see what's down there. And you know, even on side scan, this is pretty much featureless. Like there's nothing down here that would indicate that fish are here, but it's just a bit of deep water, probably where they were feeding earlier this morning. Now they're a bit chilled out, and I'm just trying to pick off some stragglers that are either a couple feet off the bottom or like glued to the bottom, like those little lumps like right there. Those are bass. So they're very inactive right now, which is not a bad thing. Honestly, it helps my hair jig bite because I'm not really moving this thing very fast. I'm just slowly creeping it right above their heads. Like this is honestly perfect. I would, of course, love for them to be fired up because we could throw stuff like jerk baits, A-rigs, things of that nature. But it's fun to do something a little bit different. This is a style fish I don't think a lot of Texas folks do, and it definitely needs to take hold here in the South because it is just such an effective way to get the biggins, or at least to catch fish. Numbers, definitely. Might be a bass. Oh yeah. It looked like he was coming up for it. He changed his mind. Looks like we got a couple up ahead. Those appear to be large ones. I could be wrong. They look kind of thin, like crappie. I don't know. Oh, he's coming for it. He's coming for it. See that? That's that fish going for my hair jig. He wants it real bad. Got him. And that's what we're doing today. Very, very simple. Good fish too. These fish are very fired up. This water may be cold and below 50s, but it has not decreased the spunk that these fish give off. Come on, man. Come on, I don't know how big this guy is. Oh, he's pretty good. Might be one of the biggest ones of the day. They all look so similar. They're very long and lean. Not like they're unhealthy, but they're just lean. Oh, look at that one. Gorgeous fish. See? That's all you have to do. Anyone can do this. It's a very simple way of fishing. Probably gonna get a lot of hate for showing you guys this, but people have made 100 of these videos on, you know, on Garmin graphs and Panoptics. Straightforward, man. That's how you get it done. And at any moment when you're doing this, chasing after these guys, big old double digit might come loafing around. And that's one of the reasons why we're out here today, looking for a big old winter brute. It's good fish though. Quality. Let's go. Take care. Oh wow, he's bass. Possibly a little bass, maybe. That or crappie. I think those are crappies. Still take a swing at him. Why the heck not? Oh, I just got hit by one of them. Such a light bite. I think they're crappie or something. Well, that looks like a bass. Yeah. Yappies. Even crappie will suspend in like 20-something feet of water. 27 feet of water. Look at that whole school of crappie. It's pretty cool. On the little tiny swim bait. Too much fun. See you, bud. That's a good fish. Damn. I don't know if he's gonna eat an A-rig, but definitely doesn't look like a fish that's ready to eat an umbrella. But still try. Looks like there's maybe two of them. Oh, he's coming up for it. Oh, I had him. He crushed it. That's crazy. Oh, they're coming back for it. Look at him chase it. Another one. Chase. Just crush it next time. Damn. They're just pecking at it like little weenie heads. There you go. There's actually 3 of them. Wow, there's 3 good fish. Holy moly. Oh my god, dude, those are good fish. Felt them eat it like twice. I don't know why they didn't commit though. Maybe they'll eat a little hair jig. They seem like they're pretty aggressive right now. Let's see if they fall for. Oh yeah, here we go. Come on, follow up with the hair jig, maybe. Oh wow, oh boy, A-rig time. Come on now, look at those fish, all on a line, ready to feed. Those fish should react to this A-rig if they just stay put. They gotta not move, that's the big thing. There we go. There's my A-rig coming into the limelight. There's 3 bass right there. He's coming up for it. Couldn't commit though. Oh, smacked the dummy. What a dingus. They keep hitting the dummy. Oh. Had 3 bites there, but not a single. Oh yeah, look at that. They hit the dummy. Why did they hit the dummy? They hit the small one. 21 feet of water. Getting fish chase me all the way up. That was cool though. Very sick. Very sick. It's a decent one. All the way in 16. He's got some buddies with him too. Just literally tickled him in the nose with it. I think seriously, sometimes if you let that hair touch the tip of their face, they will crush it. Like, I mean, that fish just barely nipped it, but it was enough. So cool. I'm glad today I could show you guys and give you a representation of what I've been doing this winter. I don't want to obviously fish like this all the time come spring. I don't even put a graph in the front of my boat. I just run my side scan, that's about it, because I'm fishing so shallow. But this time of year when the fish are deep, you know, in 20, 30 feet of water, it definitely pays to be looking at your graph. This guy's actually been caught once before. Take a look at that. It's got a gunked up lip. Decent little fish though. But yeah, there you have it, visualizing the eat, watching how these fish are reacting to baits. It's pretty wild. You'd think bass would be a little more aggressive, especially with how much bait is in this lake, but it's far from it. You know, these fish right now are kind of in a lull. We've got a light breeze, bluebird skies. I mean, there's not a cloud around, and we just had a cold front, so it's like post cold front. The full moon was a couple days ago too, so these fish are a little bit whacked up. It just goes to show that, you know, if you do have electronics, or, you know, if you do want to fish deep, you got to take your time. You got to really slow things down and try something new. Today I tried something new. I tried a hair jig, and it might be one of my new favorite cold weather Texas bass lures, but there you have it. Pretty sick. Look at all of that drilla. This is what we were fishing around today. It's the good stuff. It's totally invasive and does not belong here, but the bass love it. Hydrilla is what you want to be fishing. Also, never forget to clean off your boat as best as you can, especially if you're going from one lake to another. Thankfully, a lot of lakes that I fish already have hydrilla. Not that it's good, but I always try to do a diligent job of getting the bits and pieces off the rig, so that way we're not populating a new lake with unwanted vegetation. Anyway, wieners, I'm signing out. I'm losing steam as we speak right now. Not to sound over dramatic. I know I've done nothing but complain today, but wow, I feel crusty and musty. I'm sure you guys can relate, but this helped. Fishing is very therapeutic. It's healing, in case you didn't know that. I want to share with you guys a little anecdote before we close out today's video. I was out in the water, and there's two other guys also fishing the same lake as me on kayaks. Didn't get the gentleman's name, but if you're watching this video, huge shout out to you. I saw that he came tight on a fish, looked over, and he holds the bass up, and he's like, caught on your guys' jerkbait. You know, like, just, that's like the first thing he said to me. I'm like, wow, this is such a crazy community where him and I both feel super comfortable just kind of talking to each other. And I know he watches my videos, but even if he didn't, like, that's just how the nature of anglers are. Like, I know there's I know for every 100 or 1,000 there's a bad egg, but this is just such an awesome sport. You know, people are so friendly, and that gentleman right there was just an example of how awesome it can be to connect with folks on the water. But anyway, long story short, he thanked me, of all things, he thanked me for making my videos, and that really kind of made me think. I'm like, holy moly, like, I don't even realize sometimes the impact our videos have on others' lives. Like, I've heard some crazy stories about how people have been able to bond with their fathers, how it's gotten them over an illness. And, you know, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for you guys, but I'm also doing this for fun, and so blessed to come out here and do this every day. But anyway, I want to flip it around and say thank you to the guy that was on the kayak. I wish I'd have gotten your name, but we were both on fish and very preoccupied. But yeah, no, I literally don't do anything. I just make videos for y'all and go out there and try to teach you something and entertain and try to get my mishaps on footage for maybe a couple laughs. But thank all of you. But anyway, thank you guys for watching consistently and just being there for every upload. I do appreciate it. I'm signing out, peacing out. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, folks, keep fishing, never stop.